2, 3.
Hi, I'm Holly Proctor. I'm the publisher of Inside Single Tree Magazine, a locals magazine featuring the families, kids, pets, events, and activities in the neighborhood. Today I'm here with a new edition of The Story Behind the Story. I'm here with Andy Odie, who is our exclusive video sponsor and a broker with Liv Sotheby's International Realty, and Lisa Potter, the owner of Vail Valley Pet Groomers. And this is Wheezy. And so we're happy to be here with you today, Lisa.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Why don't you start off by telling us, how did you get into pet grooming?
Well, I was kind of born into it. My mom was a groomer and she showed her little poodles. So one of my first jobs ever was to brush and bathe and help my mom. And that's how I started. And so I was really pretty much born into the business.
Yes, you were.
And I learned to do, you know, every kind of breed there is that I can think of. I can't think of anything I haven't groomed before.
What's the most unusual dog you've ever groomed?
The most unusual dog, I'd have to say, was a Schnauzer. His name was Alex. And on one side he was normal, and then on the other side he was kind of a little bumpy and deformed. So he looked weird. He looked like a little, you know, like a weird creature on one side and totally normal on the other. But he was a good boy.
Oh, well, I'm sure. Well, you can tell these dogs are really happy where they are, obviously. Oh, yeah. Hey, Wheezy.
They have a good time here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hear that you have worked with some pretty well-known celebrities in California.
Oh, sure,
so
yes.
Give us a little sneak peek of a couple stories that, you know,
this
examples.
Was back in, I think, the 80s. Yeah, in the 80s, my parents had a business. It was a mobile pet grooming service. So we did service the Hollywood area and Malibu and all those, you know, where all those rich people and the stars live. So I was so young at the time, I didn't realize how cool it was, but I went to Jimmy Stewart's place. And this was back when he was alive, and he came into my van and sat there while I groomed the dog and talked to me through the whole thing. I didn't know how cool that was, because I was like 18 years old, you know. And then I had Jose Feliciano. I used to do his dog, and got to know him very well. I was there every month, and if anybody didn't know, he couldn't see. He was blind. So when I would walk, that's the only way he would recognize people, by the way they moved and walked. So when I would walk by, he'd go, "Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa." And he was always singing about everybody, so it was quite fun.
That is cool. Okay, you gotta.
I was just ask, what kind of dog was that?
That's what I want to know, because the owner.
German Shepherd, of course.
Wait, who did?
Jose.
And Jose had
It was
the
a German Shepherd. It was his guide dog.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about Jimmy Stewart?
Jimmy Stewart had little Yorkies.
Really?
You know, Yorkie Schnauzers, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember it wasn't a very nice little dog. He was not happy about that, but he lived through it. While his daddy was there, then he was fine after we got him to sit there.
Yeah.
And then what about Joan Rivers?
I had Joan Rivers too, a little Spiky, that little Yorkie
That makes
that
sense.
she had. Yeah, she had a little Yorkie named Spike, and she took him everywhere.
Yeah.
And years I saw her with him on TV, and then never realized that I'd be grooming that dog someday.
Oh, that's so cool.
I groomed him for a little while.
That's great.
Yeah.
That truly, the stories behind the stories.
Fun stories. Thanks for sharing that.
Well, you bet.
Yeah.
And so lots of experience. I know there's lots of stories on there, but how did you wind up here in Vail?
Well, I wasn't coming to Vail. I was planning on moving to Colorado in the Durango area, and a friend of mine who already lived here and was in business said, "Wow, you should really come up to the Vail because we really need groomers here." And at the time they didn't have anybody but her and another gentleman, and they were just completely booked all the time. So I came out here, and it was a really good decision because I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing all
It's a
right.
full house here quite often.
Yeah.
Well,
The dogs have fun.
that's right.
they
Well,
do.
in our valley here, it is very pet doggy friendly.
Yes.
So
Yes.
a lot of people have dogs. So I'm sure a lot of people are thankful that you
Yes.
came over here.
I'm
So-
thankful everybody's got a dog too.
I don't think you have to worry about a shortage in that. So explain a little bit too about the services that you provide here, because it's more than just the bathing. you know.
Right. Usually with every grooming, everybody gets bathed, dried, brushed out, their nails are clipped, their ears are cleaned, and whatever hairstyle that everybody wants for their doggy.
Whether they want it or not, the dog.
Whether they want it or not, but they really don't have bad time here. They really like it. It's all set up very nicely here.
And don't you have a special little secret kind of sauce that you?
I do. The secret sauce, I call it. And I put it on everybody. It's a leave-in conditioner, and it really, really makes them feel good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Feel real good.
And what I love is that they all, when the animals are here together, the doggies, they play together, they get along.
They get along, we let them play. And
so it's a great
we don't
little,
want them to be afraid to come to the groomers.
No, and obviously they're not, because Wheezy was really happy to get up here and he's all over you, licking you. It's not like going to a vet.
Wheezy likes it, don't you, Wheezy?
Yeah, on there. So, which is great, because everyone wants to have their pet that they know that it's their baby.
Yeah.
I know I've had my babies.
It's their babies.
It's the furry babies. Everyone wants to know that they're well taken care of and happy during the time. And for the clients that you service, you also provide pet sitting services.
Yeah, if they're a client there and they want to go on vacation or something, they can always call me.
But you have to be your client.
But you have to be a client of mine,
You have to be a client. That's right.
I don't even advertise it usually, but
client privilege.
it's available for them.
That's right on there. And that's so nice that you've got so many dogs.
And they know that they're safe too, because they're with me.
Yeah.
And they already know me, so
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how many dogs in a day do you usually?
Well, I do about 6 a day. I have a girl come in here, does about half of that, and she works part-time. And then somebody is here to bathe them also. So we all have our little space and place.
Well, and I also hear that this is important how you dry them, right?
They're all blow dried by hand, so that they get all the volume you want, as much volume you possibly can get, so that they turn out really nice. Blow dry or let them dry in a cage, you just get matted hair down. It just doesn't look as nice.
Right.
So we do everything by hand.
Yeah, that's important for everyone to know of doing that. And
definitely.
Yeah, they're just all playing and enjoying. And
It's like doggy day camp.
Yes.
it is doggy day camp.
But they come out smelling clean and looking clean, and their owners love that.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They sure do.
Yeah, well, that happy pet furry baby means happy human owners on
happy
there,
fur
right?
babies.
Yeah,
I don't
happy
think
fur
anybody's
babies.
ever been upset about coming here, huh, girl?
No, I think that's what you want, is having them leave early.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, Lisa, we love my little girl who comes here every week.
Every Friday.
She loves it. So I encourage any of you dog owners out there to bring your dog to Lisa, because they love her and she loves them.
Well, obviously, look where she is by Lisa.
Yeah, she's
and this is
ignoring me.
mommy over here.
There's
there you
Mom.
go.
There's
This is
Mother.
proof of the pudding right here. Well, thank you so much, Lisa.
quite welcome.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Lisa. Thank
Great
you. We'll see you
service.
on Friday.
Thank you.
You betcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.